last week, and I was Chi-Town, baby. And I was smoking a joint under an umbrella in the rain, and a real cool black dude came walking by, and he goes, "Yo, that's my man, Jerry Poppins." Jerry Poppins? It was the coolest I've ever felt in my entire life. Come on. I floated away in a cloud of weed smoke. It was supercalifrag. I was like, chim chimering, chim chimering. Tried to fist bump him, I botched it. We've all met me, yeah. I was like, see ya, Phil. Yeah. My mom babies me a lot, even though I'm 36. She's always like, "Andrew, did you get your oil changed?" I'm like, "Yeah, Mom, I'm a big boy. I got my oil changed. I'm 36. She's like, "Did you pay your taxes?" I'm like, "Yes, Mom. You don't need to tell me to pay my taxes." She's like, "Andrew, did you clean your room?" And I was like, "I don't want to clean my room." And she's like, "My house, my rules." I was like, "I hate it here. I'm going to run away." When I turn 38, I'm out of there. I see a lot of judgmental looks right now. Oh, the guy lives with his parents. Let me clarify, they're still married. I'm not a fucking loser, okay? I was going through the drive-thru on Sunday. McDonald's drive-thru was one of those merged drive-thrus, and I went. It was this other lady's turn. I didn't realize she got some road rage. She leaned out her window, and she screamed, "If it weren't Sunday, I'd tell you to fuck off." I was like, "You're gonna have to remind me," because I know I've heard that before, but which verse of the Bible is that from again? Was that Karen 3:16 where Jesus wanted to turn the other cheek, but then he was like, "You know what? It's Tuesday? Let's get him. Giddy up. Giddy up." People say everybody should work in the service industry once so that they know to be kind to waitstaff, right? Which I agree with the sentiment, but it's kind of stupid when you think about it. Yeah. Because you should just be kind to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you don't need to work a job to know. You know, like I was going through a toll booth with my buddy, and the guy was like, $2, and so I picked up a cup of nickels, and as hard as I can, I just threw it in his face. And I said, "Keep the change, you dirty little toll troll." And my buddy's like, "Dude, what the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, man, I've never worked in a toll booth before. I didn't know that you weren't supposed to assault strangers with change." I'll leave you guys with this, and then probably close some of your checks out. I did a comedy club last week in Michigan, and the door guy was a really nice kid, unlike this deadbeat Johnny we got. No, just kidding. Johnny's great. No, this door guy, he was a really sweet kid, but he's kind of bummed me out a little bit because and I don't mean to get too real, but he told me a story that on his 21st birthday, he wasn't a big drinker. His friends got him blackout drunk. He got behind the wheel of a car, killed somebody. He was 26 years old. He had just gotten out of a 5-year term in jail. Tragic. But it put things in perspective for me because I struggled with alcoholism for like 20 years. I'm not proud to admit, but I've driven drunk several times. I don't drink anymore, it's been several years. But it put things in perspective for me because I was like, I have got to stop talking to door guys. Bumming me out. This guy can't handle his booze, he sucks shit at driving. And I was like, "What do you want to do now that you're out?" And he said, I swear to God, he said, "I want to build high-performance engines for racing cars because I have a need for speed." I swear to God, he told me he had a need for speed. My man, you need to have a hesitation for transportation is what you need. All right, you guys have been wonderful. Hey, keep that awesome energy going for your next comic. The very funny Dan Ballard! Let him hear it.
Water bottle's important later. It will be in common plate later. Let's do this. All right. Come on, work, dang it. All right. It's very bright. I don't see your faces, so this should work out good for my anxiety. Now, this isn't the first time I've been anxious in front of a crowd. I'm going to use that experience to help me through this trauma. It was long ago, pre-pandemic, so I don't really remember it. But it was college, so I remember it sucked. It was architecture class. I was giving a presentation about the superiority of triangles versus squares. I didn't really know why, but I paid a lot of money to learn that. But it was pretty good. Everybody was like, half asleep, so, there was some eye contact, some life in their eyes, but then I heard that ding. Oh, Lord, that ding. See, UC did a special thing for their students. They let you have Amazon. Amazon's a great service, unless you work there. Amazon sent you notifications, sometimes pictures back then, about what they were sending you. And, naturally, like the greedy little pigs they were, my family hopped on it. And I have a grandpa with needs. So I hear this ding, I'm just like, okay, well, that's just awkward, but, I'll continue on with it. But all of a sudden, it got quieter, which was weird, because everybody was half dead. It was deafening. It was a loud silence. But to me, everybody got enthusiastic. They stood up. Their eyes were awake. I was like, oh my God, is this recognition, popularity? So I got into it. My hands started to move wildly, gesturing as much as I could. And then I turn around, dramatically, and look in the right-hand corner. There is a bald Larry David looking motherfucker holding a package with thumbs up under it in bold. Your order of male adult diapers has come in. I was like, God damn it! I was like, okay, how do I salvage this? I gotta act with grace, with finesse. So like a crack-addled crab, I shuffled over as fast as I could and typed. Broke my keyboard. I was like, okay, well, how much more time do I got? Oh shit, 5 minutes. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I don't remember anything else of that presentation. I just remembered I got a 95 on that. That was not worth 95. That was pity points I got. So I called my mom, tenderly. Hey, Mom, any new packages arrived? Well, no. Really? You sure? Daniel, why are you getting high-pitched? I thought you had puberty already. God, we're moving past that. Your father's orders arrived. You know about it? We know. They all know. That was anxiety. The next social situation was anger and insanity, I think. So I work at a hospital. I won't name names because it's a lovely place, but it's empty. Dang it. Okay. So I'm just having fun. End of the night, tired. I get on the elevator, get my scrubs. It's about to go home. All of a sudden, I see a flash on the screen. It's purple, and it's the code violet. So I say, ha! One flew the cuckoo's nest. That means somebody got out of the psych ward. Now it's 11 o'clock. I don't give a crap about what's happening. I don't even know what's to the side of me, which was a bad idea. Because I noticed perforary. Some dude going, I was like, well, Killjoy. Then he started like scratching himself. I'm like, oh God, he's a meth addict. Oh, wait, I worked at a gas station, now I know how to handle this. Wait a minute, he's still alive. I don't know the procedure. But then he turned to me, and then I kind of looked at his face. I'm like, wait a minute. I looked at his shirt. I was like, oh, what's going on, guy? What's going on? It's a psych ward guy. Yay! Yay! And I just probably insulted him or something. He's just like, I don't want to go back, man. I don't want to go back. Okay, he doesn't want to go back. We'll just, we're not going to say anything. He's like, I don't like sheets, man. They irritate my skin. I'm like, I don't know, man. I can get you a better thread count. I'll see what I can do about that. I was like, God, I'm going to die. But luckily, an officer walked in and said, hey, don't bother him, man. I'm like, God, me? He's going to skin my face, murder my family with my face. What do you think I feel like? But I got through that by blanking out. But the next situation, I didn't get totally out of. It involves my favorite sort of cookie. Chips Ahoy. Coworker brought it into work. Offered it for everybody. Oh yeah. Soft red box. I went to the cafeteria, I see that. Get my vitamin D milk, the best milk for cookies. I come back. God damn, this fat bitch ate all of them. And she looked at me, it's like, I'm sorry, Daniel. If I knew you were bringing me milk, I would have took it. So I looked at her, I looked at the Lord, I said, God be true, Lord. Don't make me smite this fool. She didn't survive. Anyway, introducing our next guy, Lee Kimberly.
Dan Ballard, everybody, let him hear it. Danny B! Fuck yeah, dude. I love, hell yes, man. No one else got up here, dude. I love that. I love watching people do it for the first time. This is just a thought. You know how public speaking is like the biggest fear in America?
Yes, it is.
You know? Second place is dying. Death. First place is public speaking. Second place is fucking coming to an end of your mortal fucking coil. And people are like, no, I don't want to do that. But Dan did. Hell yeah, give it up for Dan Ballard, baby. Give it up for Dan. You've done it now, dog. Good job. Sick. Squatty potties, right? Fuck yeah. It's Christmas season. You want to make a splash at your family gift exchange? Blow some minds by opening some holes, you know? Get a squatty potty. Do y'all know what they are?
I have one.
You do?
Yeah, I got it at Shark Tank.
You got it at Shark Tank. Fuck yeah, dude. Mr. Wonderful was like, ma'am, your colon needs some help. You know? That's good. She's got it. She poops like a queen. If you don't know what it is, you sit down on the toilet,
Right, yeah.
you prop your little legs up, and for me, it just kind of makes me feel like a big boy. It's because I am a big boy in that moment. Big boys poop good. That's what I always heard as a kid. It is true. I love squatty potties so much that I use them for number 2s and for number 1s. And I feel like a dick because I get pee all over the place when I stand on that thing. And I also get poop all over the place when I stand on that thing. But it's fun. It is harder to aim up there while you're peeing, but it's not really just the aim, it's more just like the sheer ecstasy of being 6'7" in that moment is so exciting that I get a boner and I'm just like peeing straight up in the air, you know? It's cool. Tall guys. Timer didn't start, hell yeah, dude. Zillow, the house app, Zillow, out of nowhere, they sent me a notification to my phone a couple days ago, and it just told me that someone bought a house. Not someone I know, just fucking someone in Cincinnati. Fuck Zillow, why'd they do that? It'd be like if Tinder sent me a notification that my ex fucked someone. Like, it's not really any of my business, but it still hurts. Why is Zillow letting me know? Hey, you piece of shit, someone bought a house. You're gonna rent forever. I will. I tell you what, no, I won't rent forever because I will eventually live in my car. And I paid that shit off. Hell yeah. I'm from, like, my whole family background is from the South. Like, my people got here a way long time ago, okay, like before the 1700s, and there's plenty of baggage that comes along with that. We all know that, right? Like, for instance, my name, Lee Michael Kimbrell. Lee, very popular Southern name for a very long time because of Robert E. Lee, the commander of the Confederate Army. So, like, my parents didn't name me after Robert E. Lee, but they didn't not name me after Robert E. Lee, you know? It fucking sucks. You gotta come to terms with that, man. I don't know. You're down there in the South, you gotta come to terms with some shit. Like, I don't know. I found out recently that my great-great-grandfather was in the fucking Klan. He was in the KKK. I know, right? That's some heavy shit to reckon with, right? But then, when I was 22 years old, I taught at an all-black high school while I was prematurely losing all my hair. So I paid my reparations, you know? Those kids tore me fucking a cinder, bro. I came home from winter break, I was like, fuck it, we're buzzing it. And I walked in, and dude, it was like fucking Def Jam comedy. They were just like, oh shit, Mr. K got cancer, bro. Look at that hairline, cuz. I'm like, I'm sorry. Somewhere my great-great-grandfather was like, what have we become? And I'm like, a decent fucking person. You know? So, all right, fuck yeah, guys, let's keep this show on the road. Okay, as is the case with a bunch of the comics tonight, thank you all for being a good audience. This next comedian, she drove in from Louisville, hour 45 in the car. Show her some love. Make some noise for Mairead Thomas.
What's up, guys? Your first lady up here tonight. But thank you. But not the first pussy you've seen. What up, boys? So I'm single, clearly. Probably because I call all the single men I know pussies on stage. Yeah, I have been trying to date recently, though. I've been single for 3 years, and I've been trying to date. I'm on, like, every single app, like, literally all of them, okay? But it's really hard because I live in Kentucky, like he said, and, you know, once you filter through, like, all the mullets and, like, oh, my God, all the ex-convicts, there's, like, 6 men left in the entire state. Yeah, it's very stressful, but, you know, I did find one, and he was so cute. Oh my God, I found him on Hinge. We all know Hinge. Yeah, and I was so excited. He hit like every mark that I was looking for in his profile, and I was so excited that like I made the first move. Like I sent him a rose, which on Hinge is just like kicking the door and him being like, fuck me. Like it's really, it's quite aggressive. But I did it. I sent him a rose, and I was so excited because within an hour, I was timing, he responded, and he sent me a message. And guys, I started getting so excited. I started getting like butterflies. I was like, oh my God, these are the first words Daddy ever tells Mommy. Like, I cannot wait to tell our kids about this. And then, yeah, that's this 23-year-old, you know, how excited I get over men. And I opened the message. I'm so excited. And he sent me 3 words. He said, what's crackin', fire crotch? I shit you not. Like, literally, what's crackin', fire crotch? So, I'm still single. Yeah, I can traumatize my mom by doing stand-up, but I could never bring home a guy that called me fire crotch. She'd kill herself, okay? But yeah, I'm not dating, and you know, it's okay, because I'm really bad at like one part of a relationship. And I'll share it with you. I said fire crotch, fuck it, I'll tell you. I'm really bad at sex. Yeah, and I say, huh? I know. All of the straight men in the room are like, oh my God, sweetie, don't you know? All you have to do as a straight girl is just like lie there and shake it. I know. I do know that, sir. Look a shock off. But I fucked it up. I have. Like, I'm really bad at sex. And I blame my mom. Like, I'm 23, so I have like 2 more years of that. It's her fault. She gave me terrible sex ed. Like, I only got sex ed when I was 11 because I had the audacity to giggle at the number 69 in front of her. Yeah. I didn't even know what it meant. She just said 69 cents or something, and I went, ha. And then she didn't like that, so I went, 70, ha. And then I tried to run away. She didn't like that. So she grabbed my arm. She's like, oh, you think you're so funny? Let me fuck up your little existence. So she takes me and she goes, it's time we have the talk. Guys, I didn't know what the talk was, but I did know that in like 6th grade, all my friends on Mondays started coming in with this like 1,000-yard stare. And and I'd be like, oh my God, what happened? Did you altar serve with Father Gary? I know. Like, we were all like very traumatized. And they'd be like, no, it was the talk. And so I was freaked out. I'm like, oh my God, what is the talk? So my mom takes me out, and she said one sentence, and it ruined me to this day for sex, okay? She grabs my hand, she goes, sweetie, you know how you and me have vaginas? Well, your daddy has an elephant trunk. And I blacked out for like the next 5 years. Like, every man I saw on the street, I was like, what's in your pants? Like, I didn't know what was going on. But you know, then like 16 hit, and I was like, hey, what's in your pants? Like, Yeah, those 16-year-old hormones make you do like really crazy stuff though. Like, yeah, they make you make bad decisions, okay? And I made one truly horrible decision. I fell in love with a Boy Scout. Yeah, they don't deserve love, okay? Yeah. And so, we're just like so like fucking horny all the time, but we're good Catholics. Like, we knew we couldn't like have sex or it was like a mortal sin. But eventually like the hormones took over and we're like, you know what, I think God would excuse this sin if we were having sex like in celebration of something. But nothing's happening in your life when you're 16. So eventually we found something, and that thing was that we wanted to swipe our V card to hell on was my Boy Scout boyfriend making Eagle Scout.
Hey.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, that's when a Boy Scout becomes a Man Scout. Yeah, he gets a different necktie and the long pants so the Scoutmasters don't molest him anymore. And so I was freaking out. I'm laying there so quiet and literally praying, and my Boy Scout boyfriend goes, sweetie, like, you can make noise, right? I didn't, but I thought of the only thing to say. I'm like, I can't fuck this up. So I took a deep breath and I just went, "You're doing great, Scoutmaster." Thank you so much, everyone. I'm Marae Thomas. Let's give it up for your next comic. Coming to the stage is Alex Lees.
And keep it going. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm Alex. I'm 33 now, and when I was in my 20s, I was a little out of control. Like, I was drinking every night. I was having lots of unprotected sex. I'd constantly go on and on about how Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. You guys would not have liked me. I had to delete TikTok off my phone recently because the algorithm was too addicting. I read an article actually recently that the average TikTok user watches 300 videos every day. Yeah, 300. That's like early COVID death numbers. Like 300 a day? We're never leaving the house. That was in regards to the TikTok. We're watching too many TikTok videos. We're never leaving. I am on Twitter now though, and I'm so thankful that there's free speech allowed back on Twitter. Thanks to Elon. Round of applause for Elon bringing free speech back to Twitter. We can all finally admit that Ted Bundy was really hot. You couldn't say that before. You could say the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing you that Ted Bundy wasn't really hot. Blame Elon for that one. My girlfriend and I, we were talking about adopting recently, and we found out that it's really expensive to adopt. It's like thousands of dollars to adopt a child. Yeah, like you're better off buying all the parts separately at Planned Parenthood. Building your own. Oh, that's the best I've felt in a long time. Whew. I feel like you guys don't know what to think about me. Well, here's the thing. I'll tell you this. I am pro-choice. Couple people, yeah. I'm pro-choice except in cases of D1 babies. It's Division One babies. If you're on Tinder. What I'm trying to say is roll tide.
What? OHIO.
Oh, come on. Can we kick?
Buckeyes, baby. Roll Tide.
You guys are disagreeing more about that than abortion. And it's I thought that would have been the heated topic, not college football.
Right.
All right, I was kind of disappointed that Mexican caravan that was headed to the border turned out not to be real. You know, like I thought maybe like my soulmate might have been on there. Like how cute would that have been? Like a boy from Kentucky and a girl on the run from the cartel. Just kidding. All right. I won't. That's all. I guess that's all I'll do. I'll bet Alex leads. Thank you guys. I give it a go for next comedian, David Stewart. Very funny guy.
Give it up for Alex Leeds, everybody. Give it up. Give it up for yourselves. These lists are long. You guys have been hanging out for a while, so just give it up for yourselves. Keep it going. Keep it going. And give it up for your 21st comedian on the list, this section right here. Doing great. Just fun. Part of the show.
Where's your own roof, Stephanie?
There we go. We're back with it. Real Amish, just raising barns over here. Raise them right up. Well, I'm gonna do my set now. Just taking it in. Look good, guys. Look good. I forgot my opener. I was fucking with these people, so here we go. So they say those who can't do teach. And for a long time, the thing I couldn't do was feel joy or childlike wonder. So naturally, the thing I chose to do or to teach was preschool. And like the pipeline of like depressed person to preschool teacher is kind of real. So go ahead and check in on your kids' teachers if you ever like it's for real. I think teaching preschool was great for my like depression because two things. One, you kind of got to fake it till you make it in the preschool. They don't like it when you act depressive with the kids. For example, a piece of feedback I received as a preschool teacher was, David, you can't just say, am I right, anytime the kid asks, why? It's not an existential question. They want to know. So got that piece of feedback from them. The second thing that is like really great about being a preschool teacher when you're not feeling so hot is the bar for being a person is so low in those classrooms. We had a great day at the preschool if everyone wiped their own butt and put on their own jacket. Like, that's it. Like, I am suspecting every single person in this crowd has wiped their own butt today. You're halfway there. I myself got a little tuckered out after popping on this fleece tonight, so I'm halfway there, but in a different way. So we're getting there. We're getting there. So I do highly recommend. I got a little burned out of being a preschool teacher. I only was a preschool teacher for about 2 years, and it got real tiring. It's an exhausting profession. The thing is, though, I didn't get tired of like the day-to-day work. I got more tired of not laughing when one of them ate shit. Like, you guys try stifling a laugh when the one you hate eats it in the mud. It's exhausting work, guys. But anyway, I do think that kids, she gets it. No, I do think that everyone should give it a shot. Like, if you're feeling a little down, go hang out near children as soon as possible. If anything, just go ahead and hang out at your local playground. I'm pretty sure no parent's going to care about that. I'm an expert, so take me seriously. To hang out at the local playground, and if any of the parents come up and question you, all you gotta be like is like, I need this, and then they'll leave you right alone. No one's gonna find that weird at all. Not at all. So in that line of work, we can all kind of tell I'm not exactly the most financially savvy person on the planet. It doesn't pay well. I don't know if there are any teachers out there. You guys get it. So like I never paid a lot of attention to like the financial news. Whenever they're going on about like the stock market or anything, I'm always like, guys, I barely own socks, much less stocks. If I got to add a T to that letter, I would be sitting real pretty. But I can tell things are getting a little financially tight these days because my car recently got broken into. And the thing about that is you can tell times are tight when the Priuses are getting hit. I was trying to find the logic in why someone would want to bash in the window of my 2011 Toyota Prius, because there isn't a lot of logic. I was thinking, do you guys think I keep my savings at the pump in the cup holder? It doesn't make any sense. So I was talking to my therapist about it, and she was like, "Well, David, sometimes when it comes to addiction, people get very desperate. They feel very sick, and whatever's in your cup holder could probably help them feel better." And I was like, "That's a great perspective." The thing is, Christine, they left the pennies and the nickels, so they couldn't be that desperate. They just made my poor Prius feel like it was the fridge when they're not that hungry. Like they bash in the window and they're like, am I sick or am I just bored? All right, guys, that was great. Thank you so much. Give it up for your next comedian. My name is David Stewart, and her name is June Dempsey.
Okay. Yeah, you guys good? Yeah, you good? You guys good up here? You're good? Yeah. Okay. All right. Calm down. Yeah, my name is June Dempsey. I like anime and titties. Yeah. Okay, you know what anime is? In that order, I mean the same time. Yeah, you know anime?
I do.
Okay. You got like a weird son or something? Because I know you're not going home and watching Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, I am.
You are? Fucking badass. Ooh, I know who I'm hitting on after the show. We got chemistry. Yeah. It's going to be this couple, actually. It's Christmas season and you look like a mall Santa. Ooh, that's my type. Ooh, ho, indeed. I'm ready to be a unicorn. This side of the room, you don't want to engage. You are afraid. That's all right. Some of our dicks are just bigger than others. No. Yeah, my name's June Dempsey. Yeah, I am gay. I am gay. But yeah, I came out when I was like 20. I came out to my entire family. But I came out to my grandfather first. And he's big into emails. So he sent an email about it. And the subject line was just, here's all the gay stuff I've done. I mean, that's supportive. But he's like old. So I thought it was going to be dumb. Like, I thought it was going to be like the time he bought a Prius. No. It was not. It was the time he went to college and sucked dick. Yeah, man. You ever like come out? You ever come out and then your grandfather just like one-ups you? You ever like come out and your grandfather's just like, man, actually I've had more gay sex than you. Fucking gayer than you, man. back in the 50s, when it was hard, but when he was hard. It's easy being gay now. Everyone's gay. This lady's gay. This couple's probably both gay. We're all gay. It's easy. Like, it's easier. Like I can tell all you guys that I'm gay. That's not vulnerability. That's not Brene Brown. White lady see white lady. Ask your mom about that. It's easy being gay, like coming out, like whatever, coming out as gay. It's a lot harder for me to come out as a fan of Joe Rogan. See, this lady has a look on her face again. Yeah, because there's like no other like lesbian Joe Rogan fans. It's just me. I guess me and the dykes on bikes. I don't know. I wrote this one today. Okay, so like the closest I'll ever get to bestiality is masturbating while listening to the Jane Goodall podcast. She spent like decades hanging out with those monkeys. And then she came back to society and she started a podcast called the Hopecast. Man, what did those monkeys do to her? You can listen to her podcast as part of her chimpanzee scheme. Yeah, I fucking hate puns too. I want to end on a pun. I don't know. I look like, this is my I look like joke. Like, I like to think that I look like cool, like you'd see me in a bowling alley getting a 300. You know, like cool. But really, I just look like a fat skater. I look like I have the outfit of Tony Hawk, but like the body of Roseanne Barr, which is very fuckable. All right, are you guys ready for your next comic?
No, you can stay up there.
I love to hear it. This guy's great. You're gonna love him. Give it up for Alex Schubert.
June Dempsey, everyone. Also, I'm the last comic, so we made it through the night. We had a lot of people who like anime and titties as well. Yeah, dude. Checks are coming out, man. Oh, I like to talk about myself as well. That's kind of what I'm here to do. But no, I actually, a little bit about me, I know a lot of interesting facts, and I've learned a lot of random facts on my day. Like, one thing I've learned, did you guys know that the state bird of Kentucky is a cigarette flying out of someone's car? Like, I had no idea. I'm from Ohio. Ours is a cornhole bag. We're not doing any better. Like I said, give it up for your wait staff, you guys. They're working hard for you. Here's Riley. And what's your name? Hello. Oh, Andrew Rudick, everyone. Ask him for a frozen drink next time you're here. Ha-ha. That's funny for Andrew. Nah, it's fun. Don't. Because it's already closed. No, I've worked in a lot of restaurants in my day. Like, this is not a joke. I used to work down at the Banks at a restaurant called Toby Keith's I Love This Bar and Grill. Fucking no! People can hear us. They refused to pay their rent and they went under justifiably. It's like, yeah! Oh, yeah, they had that one thing happen. Yeah. Did you guys go all the time?
No, it's not.
Then why cheer?
I love Toby Keith.
You like Toby Keith? Yes. Yeah, he's a cartoon of a man. Honestly, any man who pays me $7,000 is, well, through a lot of hard work, is kind of a champ in my book. Oh, I made $7,000, I think. In one day? Who knows? Oh boy, digging a hole. And it's my own. But no, I used to work at, I actually met Toby Keith. I'll tell you this story. What happened, he came down after a concert. He was super drunk. And when I met him, he was hammered. He was smoking a cigar. And he took a puff of a cigar. And I swear to God, he blew cigar smoke in my face. Yeah, Toby Keith breathing on you, that's like a redneck baptism. It's like if you do accept redneck Jesus into your heart, we will perform this ceremony where Toby Keith breathes on you and you will be accepted into redneck heaven. Which is just the Indianapolis 500. It's redneck heaven for you. Nah, sorry for the awkward crowd work there. I'm an awkward fella, in case you can't tell. Big reason why is because I was diagnosed with Asperger's as a kid, in case you couldn't tell by the stutters. I don't know if that's a thing. But people try to make me feel better about it in like really strange ways. Like they'll be like, you know what? It's okay. I'm a little bit on the spectrum myself. It's like, you don't want this. It sucks. But also, we don't want more of us. We're annoying as shit. Yeah. But also, you can't self-diagnose. You can't do that. Like, I was diagnosed by a doctor. You were diagnosed by a BuzzFeed quiz. Yeah, you can't find out you're autistic from the same website you found out you're a Hufflepuff. Can't do that. And I realized that the term Asperger's isn't technically in the medical journal anymore. I realized that. Like, I was reading some articles about it. I saw one article that said, what to call someone with Asperger's. I saw another one that said, what is Asperger's an outdated term? I saw this one. I swear to God, it's real. It said, what happened to Asperger's syndrome? Like it's a has-been actor from the 90s. It's like, what happened to Asperger's? Like TMZ is going to show up and be like, listen, our detectives caught Asperger's trying to pick up a sex worker on the Sunset Strip. Catch Asperger's next week on Celebrity Boxing.
I thought Asperger's was a restaurant.
What?
I thought Asperger's was a restaurant.
Okay, so little thing about this club. You can email gobananasprogram20@gmail.com. You can sign up. I do appreciate the tag. I might try that and make it in Hollywood someday. Nah, it caused me to make a lot of poor decisions. Like when I was in high school, I tried to invite a girl over to my parents' place, and my big move to impress her was I was going to have her watch me play Guitar Hero. I was going to play Guitar Hero. And this girl would be all up in my stuff. You know, in case you don't know, Guitar Hero is like a video game where you play a plastic guitar along to your favorite songs. You think you're cool, but you're not. So in a sense, Guitar Hero is basically sex, drugs, and rock and roll for people who aren't having sex, aren't cool enough to do drugs, and can only rock out if their mom pays the electric bill. No idea why I thought this would impress her. Like, was she going to be like, oh my God, Alex, you're using the orange button too? Take off your pants. We're doing this right now. I'm not sexy. I'm not. Like, when it comes to dirty talk, I only have 2 lines. Do you like that? And are you sure? Those are the only 2 I have. Very helpful. Gets me out of a lot of jams. Nah, man. I was, there we go. I try to stay in touch with, like, pop culture and stuff like that. Like, who's seen the new Jeffrey Dahmer series? Who's seen it? Few of us. I can't see your hands or bright lights on me. Nah, it was my favorite rom-com of the year. It was awesome. Yeah. Nah, it was messed up, dude. Like, the Jeffrey Dahmer series on Netflix was so messed up, I don't think I could eat a human being ever again. It was, yeah, I couldn't do that. No, I did mention earlier I am from the Midwest, you know? And it sucks, you know, compared to, like, the coast, like New York and LA and shit. And I can tell this because of the national anthem singers at NBA games. Hear me out. You know, because if you go to like a Lakers game or something like that, like an LA Lakers game, you'll get to hear someone incredible, like Christina Aguilera, Jamie Foxx, someone incredible. You know who once sang the national anthem at an Indiana Pacers game last year? And I swear to God this is real. Me.
You?
Yeah, me. Talk about a downgrade. Because the Lakers guy got to be like, please give it up for multi-platinum recording artist Christina Aguilera. Meanwhile, the Pacers guy had to be like, please give it up for marginally employed stand-up comedian Alex Schubert. They're like, we need to move. This sucks. I did not get my $15 worth that I paid for this ticket here. No, I have a lot of nerdy hobbies too. Like one thing I do sometimes is I like to speed run video games. I do that. Yeah, it's one game. It's not impressive. Yeah. But if you don't know what that is, it's where you race to beat a video game as fast as you can while you race to lose your virginity as slow as you can. That's what that is. Yeah, we enter tournaments, not vaginas. We don't do that at all, man. Nah, dating's, it's going all right for me. Like, I was talking to a buddy of mine a while back about a girl I had a thing for. I was like, man, that girl's really cute. And he responded that by saying, oh, that girl, she only dates black guys. And when he said that, I backed off instantly. Yeah, it's not that I have a problem with that. I just know that if you're a girl and you date exclusively black guys, I'm not going to be the white guy that's going to change your mind on that. Yeah, you know what they say. Once you go black, Alex Schubert's going to make sure you stay right where you are. It's going to be great, man. No, I did just go through a breakup recently, so I'm trying to get back out there, meet women, hook up. I think the term being a fuckboy is a term I'm trying to dance around here, but it's totally okay. Like I was in Chicago a few weeks ago, met up with a girl, I got to her place, and we started talking, and then she told me that she was engaged in an open relationship. Yeah, and in case you don't know, an open relationship is where a couple is cool. That's all it is. It's like, really? You're going to share? Don't mind if I do. But she told me, she's like, we actually got along really well. And she told me that me and her fiance would get along super well. I was like, I know, we're into the same stuff. It's awesome. But she also told me that her fiance has a thing where he would like to sit in the corner of the bedroom and then watch his fiance engage, if you catch my drift. And I wondered, would I be okay with being the guy in that situation? And I realized I would be, but I would want to have fun with it. He can sit in the corner all he wants, but I occasionally want to treat him like a boxing corner man. So I go in the corner and be like, oh, holy shit. Give me some tips, give me some porn, I'm just going to get fucking nailed over there. He's like, first of all, probably shouldn't sit in my lap right now. Your pants are very off right now. Also, why are you sweating like that? It's been 15 seconds. Please, stop. Nah, people ask me sometimes, Shoobs, you a butt guy or a boobs guy? And I'm like, honestly, I'm just happy she showed up. She could be anywhere else right now, but nah, she is right here taking one for the team. But I actually found out one night this is true. I don't like when a girl shouts my name in bed. I don't like that at all. Because one night a girl was like, yeah, Alex. And right away I was like, oh my God, I hated that. Which is concerning that I was haunted by my own identity, but it's a conversation I'm going to have with my therapist. So I was like, look, I get you're trying to be hot right now, but I don't want to hear a name in bed that my parents have called me for my entire life. Then she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, it was an accident. I'm like, stop, they called me that too. It was real bad. You guys are super fun, man. Like I said, leave an extra tip for your servers. There's two of you and a lot of them. And they actually came in on their night off, so tip the shit out of them. They're working super hard for you. I'm going to do one more. And yeah, clap it up for the servers. Do that. It's Riley and the other guy. I'm going to do this one, and we're going to go have a fucking party. So let's have some fun. I was telling jokes about autism, my first professional weekend right on this very stage, and the Sunday show happened, and a woman came up to me after the show, pissed off. She's like, hey, there it is. She's like, hey, I heard those jokes about autism. I didn't like them. And I was like, all right, why not? And then she said, because I don't think you're that autistic. I was like, try saying that near someone who was once on the receiving end of a Guitar Hero and Chill text offer. She's like, oh, really? You don't think he's that autistic? Because I got a text from 09 that would like a word with you. But then she also brought up the fact that her nephew is severely autistic. He's nonverbal. She's like, he's way more autistic than you are. I'm like, I had no idea this was a competition. It's like, coming up next in the autism stakes, we have Alex Schubert. He's the third-ranked most autistic person in the country. A country in which he knows each state's capital. Give me a state.
Alabama.
I don't fucking know.
Kentucky.
Just kidding, I do. It's Montgomery. You guys. Other than that, I'm Alex. Thank you guys so much. Get sweet baby boy Zach Wyckoff up here.
Clap for Alex Schubert. Oh my goodness. He's plenty autistic. Guys, thanks. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Come see us at Go Bananas Comedy. We've got great shows coming up this week. Mike Cronin is here. He's going to be awesome. Come back and see us. We'll be back at Bell and the Bear, drinking beers and stuff. Come hang with us. Get home safe. Take care, friends.